Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. Got a team right here with Choice Specs Tangrowth on it, which I think can catch a lot of people off guard. A lot of people like to pivot out into Lando just because the most common sets are AV and Defensive Rocky Helmet, and it's kind of a rocks fodder, or they can just go ahead and click U-turn, so... Specs Leaf Storm with the Modest Nature is able to go ahead and OHKO that. HP Fire pressures Ferrothorn and Mega Scissor. Sludge Bomb for Tapu Bulu, and then there was no other really useful coverage, so decided to go ahead and put Earthquake on here just for Heatran, even though it is a physical attack, so that was the best option right there. We got enough speed for defensive Mega Scissor too, so that can really help us out. We're pairing it with a Zeraora just because this set can't really 2-hit KO Skarmory, Celesteela, or Tornadus, so I figured Zeraora could go ahead and pressure all of those with its Stab Plasma Fists right here. Enough speed for Mega Lopunny and Mega Manectric. We got Defog Torn right here, which is able to be our Z-move user, pressuring a lot of Pokemon, and it also forms a regen core with our Tangrowth, so that's very good. Scarf Keldeo right here makes it so that we're not 6-0'd by HP Ground Volcarona, and it's also our primary Ash Grunt switch-in because Tangrowth does not take 2 Dark Pulses because it's not AV. We've got Heatran right here as our Fairy Resist, and then finally Mega Medicham just for some raw power right here. So that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll be right back with our first game. Alright, I got the first game right here. My opponent here actually has a very cool team as well with a Hoopa Confined and a Machamp on it. Both a very strong Pokemon, so I do gotta be careful. Zeraora right here is a really nice breaker against this team, as well as Tangrowth being able to click HP Fire against Skarm. In terms of leads here though, I'm thinking perhaps Torn could be a good idea, just because it can take a Fake Out for Mega Lopunny and then just U-turn out. My opponent decides to lead off with the Garchomp here. I think I could knock off, but if it's a Dragonium Z, that would put me in a pretty tough spot right away, so I'll throw off the Z move right away on potential Skarmory coming in, I know, but that'll be okay. I can go ahead and just knock off that thing's item, perhaps. I'm assuming it's Helmet, right? So I could also just save the Z move and U-turn out here, but then if my opponent clicks a Dragon Z, I don't have a switch in. I'm not going to go Heatran, so yeah, I'll click the Z move here as my opponent's going to stay in. Are they Focus Sash? We'll just bring it down to Focus Sash. Okay, so it's not Focus Sash, it just lived on 1. So the problem with this is if I actually go for U-turn, I die to Rough Skin, so we're going to try to hit a Hurricane. Nice, I'm able to go ahead and do that. And I'm able to keep my Torn, which is really cool, so in terms of my endgame here, I'm thinking Scarf Keldeo looks really nice. It's also able to pressure this Manaphy, which is cool, and in terms of right now, I want to get in Tangrowth in to do some work, but unfortunately I'm not getting the opportunity. But my Zeraora just clicks Plasma Fists this entire game now, so that's very cool. In terms of switch-ins here, I want to keep Medi around. I need Heatran to help myself out against maybe Hoopa. You know what, actually Heatran's not too good, but it's kind of just a throwaway. I'm just going to U-turn on a high jump kick. That's okay, I'm not too worried about that. So what this scenario allows me to do now is just go right into my Tangrowth here, and when I have Tangrowth then I will be clicking Specs Leaf Storm on the off chance they want to stay in, which would be very cool. Other possible plays would be Machamp or Skarmory. I'm hoping to not see Skarm, that's the only bad switch my opponent could make here for me. High jump kicks again, this is going to get blown away, and of course I missed my Specs Leaf Storm, so that's lovely. And yeah, that would have OHKO'd it, so I don't know what to think about that. I'll go ahead and hope that they miss back on me, as they're able to hit all their high jump kicks. Man, that's kind of unfortunate. I'll go ahead and bring out my Keldeo now, and just click Secret Sword. As Hoopa comes out, which is fine. I have a Heatran here. I still think I can win, but that's just so lame that I couldn't get off that Leaf Storm, because that thing still has Fake Out pressure for my Zeraora now. Yeah, that's sad, but it's okay. I'll still try to win right here, and try to get back at this guy for that miss. Thankfully, my opponent misses a Focus Blast, which is very cool. I'll go ahead and try to Magma Storm him down now. As I, of course, miss, and he hits that next one, so miss doesn't actually end up mattering. Can I knock this out with Medicham, with Zen Headbutt? I think I can. So if I can, that's my play. Hoopa Confined. Zen Headbutt's doing nothing, so what about Zeraora? Plasma Fist does a lot, but that's Adamant, so I don't know what I should do about that. I think I just go Zeraora anyway, and then try to go for the Keldeo sweep late game, maybe. No, actually, I think Medicham is probably a better option. Mega Evolve here and click Zen Headbutt. Ideally, I flinch it in return. That would be great, but yeah, if I got rid of Mega Lopunny right here, I could actually be in a great spot. Okay, flinch this thing, Medicham, come on. Nope, and I'm gonna go down to a Shadow Ball. So I get to go Zeraora here and click Plasma Fist, which is cool, I guess, maybe. I don't know, I'll click Plasma Fist here and knock it out, though. I knew it was resisted, by the way, I just felt as though that was my best option. So my opponent's gonna give me damage on Skarm here, which is nice. I'll go right for, perhaps another Volt Switch. I can just go for Volt Switch here, maybe, is what I'm thinking, and bring out my Keldeo. My opponent's probably gonna go, Machamp here. Yeah, I would have won this game had I connected the Leaf Storm, but it's fine. Hoopa comes out, let me just make sure that I don't have to click Hydro Pump. Keldeo. Choice Scarf. Hydro Pump is gonna kill. I don't think Surf is going to, actually. 38 to 45. This is interesting. Because if I click Hydro Pump, then I could lose to Z-Rain and Manaphy. I'm gonna click Hydro Pump, and there's another miss, so that's great. So now my opponent can basically guarantee the game with Mega Lopunny, but ideally they choke and don't do that. And that's so sad, though. I could have easily won this. Machamp comes out. I need to, like, crit this Plasma Fist, and I'm not able to do that right there, so I think I had a great shot at that game had my Leaf Storm connected, but I mean, it's Pokemon, you miss 10% of your Leaf Storms, and unfortunately that was one of those scenarios, so we'll try to bounce back right now, though. Unfortunate start, but I'll be right back with another game. Okay, got the next game right here. This Specs Tang actually looks like a viable threat, which is definitely very cool, but I'm very weak to Zam and Greninja. My opponent's very weak to Zeraora and Mega Medicham, so that's good. As well as a Scarf Keldeo can put in some nice work here. I'm thinking maybe Tangrowth Elite is fine on Landorus lead. I'm not quite sure what my opponent would have to do. I'll go for Leaf Storm, maybe expecting Rocks to go up right away is what I'm thinking, because they may just stay in and knock. They could also U-turn to Heatran, which would be unfortunate, but Chip on Heatran's not the worst thing for Zeraora. I don't know, I'm tempted to Earthquake. But then Tang is also a viable switch for them, so decides to go for U-turn, gets a good amount of damage off, so ideally my opponent throws out something like Mag or maybe Zam. I don't know why they would ever do that, but yeah, they should see that that U-turn did quite a bit of damage. Goes Magearna, so at least I get some permanent damage on this, which is really nice. That's not AV. And I can just go Heatran here on what I'm expecting to be a Flare Cannon, which is fine. I gotta be careful though, because while damage on this Pokemon is great for my Keldeo, I gotta be careful about Zam becoming a problem. So I want to switch this out, obviously, just to help myself out against Landers, and potentially this later, to be honest. Yeah, so I get an Heatran on a Plane Split, so never mind, I don't have any damage on this thing. I can get a Brox here, though, and that could be cool. So this is probably Calm Mind Pain Split, is what I'm thinking. I'll go for Rocks here on the Landers coming in. I think perhaps Tornadus can be a good play here on my part, because damage on Heatran would be really bad for Magearna, so I'll bring this out on the Defog. Defog is fine. I can just go for U-turn here, expecting a switch out into Heatran, right? And this gives me my Medi, which is basically all I wanted this entire time, so it does reveal leftovers, so it does not appear as though it is Choice Scarf. I'll just hide Jump Kick here and blow something away, is what I'm thinking. Like, even Landers won't appreciate the attack. Yeah, Landers comes out. I'll be able to hide Jump Kick this for a clean 40%. That's really cool. I don't want to take damage on this, so I think I'll switch out here into perhaps my Torn on the U-turn. Okay. This is going to give him either Gran or Zam. I think it'll be give him Gran, is what I'm thinking, because Zam can't knock me out from 84. But then again, Gran knocked me out from 84. That's interesting, too. He may also just go back to Magearna. In which case, I don't know what I'm going to do in that scenario, but actually, it does go Zam. I'll go for my Supersonic Sky Strike here in case this guy wants to choke and stay in right here, because I don't think this can knock me out. Yeah, I live, and this should OHKO. And get rid of one of the biggest threats to my team. Yeah, Zam is gone for the entire game now. And there's the forfeit. So yeah, I knew that Torn could live a hit from Zam and just knock that out. Not sure why they made that play so early, but I'll take that game right there for sure. And I'll be right back with another one. Okay, so I cannot catch any break with a Leaf Storm, which is very unfortunate. I just missed twice in my last game, but I'll lead off here with Zeraora. And click Fire Punch turn 1, expecting maybe Drill or just staying in Webs is what I'm thinking. But yeah, I literally cannot connect any Leaf Storms. I just lost another game because I missed twice against a Lando, so I don't know what to think, but I think it can maybe do some work here, perhaps, if my opponent decides to not go Zard every time. I am able to Fire Punch that and bring it down, which is cool. As the webs go up, I'll click Volt now and just knock it out, and I don't know, I can just go Torn now and defog them, that's fine. I don't know what my opponent will try to take advantage of this with. Drill comes out. Z? No, Rock Tomb, okay, so I defog there, which is cool. I can go Tank here, which could help me out. As the rocks go up now, okay. I think I go for Leaf Storm on Como. I got a nice crit there, so Tangrowth finally getting some nice hacks against my opponent. In fact, I'll click it again here. As that just O-code. Okay, then. Was not expecting that to O-code right there. I'm assuming this is probably Zard X is what I'm thinking, so I'll go for Surf. And get rid of the Como. Superior may come out now. And click Glare is what I'm assuming it'll do. I'll go Tren here and get up rocks. On this, I mean, I just click Supersonic Sky Strike to make sure that it can't do anything bad. And then I gotta like wear it down with Zeraora plus Keldeo. That's what I gotta do here. So let's go Zeraora. Click Fire Punch on a Leaf Storm. And then kill it with my Keldeo is what I gotta do. Ideally I crit this, that would be cool. Get some nice luck right here, that would be great, but my opponent doesn't really have any alternatives right here. Nothing else can really come in unless they really want to go Charizard, but I don't know if that was a play my opponent would ever do. I can go Heatran here too, but I gotta go Keldeo. Can Hydro Pump kill this? Keldeo. Choice Scarf against Superior. Looks like Hydro Pump is not going to do the job. That could. I do hit and knock it out, nice. That's what I needed. Because this also prevents the Charizard from setting up on me, so here I get to go Tran on the Play Rough and just click Earth Power. Puts me in a tough spot here because it might come down to a 50-50 with Charizard is what I'm thinking. There's an SD. I think with the next Life Orb hit, it should be in range of my Keldeo, so that's what I'm going to go off of. And just click Earth Power here. Shadow Claws me there. Actually, I can just Surf now, which is cool. Yeah, just bring this out, click Surf a couple times, and that should be the game right here, so that looks good to me, maybe. Unless Charizard actually lives it, which I would be very surprised. Charizard comes out. I think this goes down from 51. It is Zard X. Surf comes off, does the 51, okay, and we're able to go ahead and win that game, so thankfully Tangrowth was able to go ahead and get some luck back right here against the Como. I mean, obviously I know it wasn't against the same opponent, but I'll take it, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so this is that player who I missed 2 Leaf Storms against right here, so I'm really hoping we can go ahead and get back at him right now. I'll go ahead and lead off here with Torn, expecting Lele lead, as my opponent leads right off with Landorus T. I'll go ahead and click U-turn on their U-turn. I know it's Choice Scarf Lando, which was a pretty big threat last time, so my opponent goes out into Slowbro right here. I'll go ahead and bring out my Tangrowth, and I think I'll just click Leaf Storm right here. I think they'll probably go Landorus, not Heatran is what I'm thinking. As they just stand and I get rid of Slowbro right away, so that's very cool. Yeah, there's no way I was Earthquaking right there, so Heatran comes out. I can just go Keldeo on this. As the rocks go up. It just gives me a free Surf, so I'll go ahead and click that here. I know it's Specs Lele, so I'm not too worried about that. I can go Torn here to defog, or I can get Heatran in and get up my own rocks. I think I'll go Torn. As my opponent decides to double to Landers. I'm assuming this has Stone Edge, so I'll actually go Tangrowth here. Yeah, as my opponent goes for Stone Edge and misses, I will take that. And I'll just click Earthquake here. I'm thinking my opponent will go... They actually just stay in, huh? Well, I know you're clicking Stone Edge, so I'll go Keldeo. On the incoming Heatran, I'll go ahead and click Hydro Pump here is what I'm thinking. Because I can't risk a double to Torn when it's my Cortana check, so... Bulu comes out as I thought I missed, but it just got that much recovery. I'll go ahead and bring out this Pokemon and just click my Z move here is what I'm thinking. and knock out the Tapu Bulu. So that's very good for me right here, and yeah, my opponent's going to go ahead and forfeit. So yeah, we're able to go ahead and get back at the guy who dodged all my Leaf Storms, so that feels very good, I'm not going to lie, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, I got the next game right here. My opponent is running a really scary team, I'm not going to lie. In fact, if my opponent leads off with Mega Mawile, I'm not sure what I can do against that, so I'm going to lead off here with Heatran, expecting that. Lele leads, okay, so this is not that bad. I can just go for Magma Storm here is what I'm thinking. Or get up Rocks maybe is a good play. Yeah, Rocks to pressure Victini and Lando could really help me out, so I'll go ahead and do that instead. My Z move kind of just gets a kill here, which is really nice. That is a crit Psychic, as my opponent is going to... I'm assuming to stay in again is what I'm thinking. And they hit a Focus Blast, so that is what it is. I'll bring out Tang here, I think. I'm going to bluff the AV and click Leaf Storm. Oh, they have no fear. Okay, they just stayed in and Psychicked. Okay, well I tried. I'll go ahead and bring out my Zeraora now, and I'm just going to try to sweep him with Keldeo, is what I'm thinking. I don't actually see how he stops that, so that looks good. I'll click Plasma Fist here, and just knock it out. Okay, so that, if I knew that was impossible, I would have done that first, but okay then. Let's see what comes out now, maybe Cortana. But yeah, looks the Tangrowth just went down in one hit. I really thought they would switch out, fearing some sort of Assault Vest, but I guess not. Landorus is going to come out here. I have HP Ice, but it's not worth staying in. They just get up Rock, so I could have HP Iced it, but it's fine. I'll go ahead and bring out... I'll just go ahead and click my Z move here and knock it out. Okay, cool. I still have Scarf Keldeo to be able to pressure Victini, so that's nice, and... I mean, if Mawile comes out, that's a threat for sure. Mawile does come out. I'm assuming it clicks SD here. So I'll click Hurricane just to weaken it for my Keldeo. Nice. So if it is Scarf Cortana, I kinda lose, which is a problem. I'll bring this out though and click Surf here. It actually lived, but it hit itself. I didn't expect it to live that. Are you Scarf Cortana, man? Come on, just don't be Scarf card. Give me a chance here. Card's gonna come out. I sack off Mei to the Leaf Blade. I can fake out here, which is cool. And then click Hide Jump Kick. Okay, so I'm assuming it's Scarf, but on the off chance it's not Scarf, we can go ahead and try to win here. It's Scarf, okay, yeah. So once my Torn went down, I really didn't have a chance against Scarf Cortana. Yeah, Torn and Heatran going down is very big, but my opponent's going to go ahead and, well, we can see whether it's Adamant. You Adamant Scarf, man? No, he's Jolly, okay. So my opponent's able to go ahead and win that game, unfortunately. I believe that drops us down to 3-2 now, so I really want to bounce back, try to make this at least a 4-2 live, so I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so apparently I've been on the wrong account this entire video. I was laddering on my 1600s account. This one right here is actually somewhere on the ladder. As you guys can see, it's 224-1796, so yeah, classic mistake. I mean, I'll go ahead and use the footage anyway right here, but I'll go ahead and play this one on this account, and I'm thinking Zeraora plus Tangrowth is actually a big threat. Maybe they'll lead off with, maybe Magnezone is what I'm thinking. I'll lead off here with my Heatran. Heatran's a very important Pokemon, so I'm not going to risk it here. I'll go Torn and see what I can do right here is what I'm thinking, because Z-move is free, but they have a Magnezone, so not quite sure what to think about that. They could get up Rocks here, but I need Heatran. I can't risk that because I don't want to get swept by another Cortana, first of all, and Tapu Lele and Mega Diancie, the dual fairy types right here, are threats for sure. So it should be interesting right here. This kind of looks like a team I used. Is this my Specs Lele offense? I don't think so. It might be. I don't know, but let's see what we can do right here, because Torn is a very free switch, and we can go ahead and just throw off the Z-move is what I'm thinking I'll do. As obvious as Diancie could come in, or Magnezone. Chip on those are not bad. I could just U-turn too. It all depends on what comes out right here, because like a Stone Edge or a Rocky MZ could actually knock me out, so that could be very scary, and let's use Spectating. Okay. Opponent just gets up Rocks, that's fine. I'll go ahead and defog them here on the Explosion. So now I have to keep Heatran around. Yeah, I can't lose Heatran anymore because Cortana, so that's going to be important. I'll go ahead and bring out my tank here on Greninja, And I'll just start off with Specs Leaf Storm is what I'm thinking. Maybe Magnezone comes out. Or maybe Deontay. Ideally, if there's Specs, I live 1. That would be best case. Come on, just live 1 Tangrowth. I want you to get this Leaf Storm kill. Goes for Spike, actually, and I miss. Great, okay. Let's try this again, as my opponent goes Magnezone this time. So that's very sad, because I would have gotten rid of one of the bigger threats to my team right there. Once again, I can't go Heatran. So I'll go Zeraora on the Flash Cannon, and just click. I'm thinking Fire Punch here could be a good play. Yeah, because it's able to go ahead and knock that out. Man, if I got rid of Greninja right there, imagine how much of a good spot I would be in. So this is going to go for Shuriken, so I'll go Keldeo here. It just gets up another Spike. So it gives me a free Surf, which is cool. As my opponent's just wanting to get up all the layers here. I'm not sure why. I'm not going to let you weaken my Heatran. Yeah, I would never go Heatran on anything, so my opponent's going to go for the Shuriken. Keldeo can easily win this game here, but it's going to require some good predicting. I'm assuming Cortana comes in, right? And he's probably going to go for Sacred Sword, so I can't really go out into my Heatran. I'm thinking I'll just sack off Zeraora, maybe. Or maybe it's time to let Tangrowth go down. Tangrowth can't really take hits from anything anymore. And because he went for Sacred Sword right there, trying to catch my Heatran to go for the Leaf Blade sweep, I get to go for Leaf Storm and ideally hit. This will Oko Tapu Lele. Okay, nearly Oko's Tapu Lele, and that's the damage that I need for Scarf Keldeo, but Keldeo's actually not coming back in now that I think about it. Yeah, no way. Okay, I'll click this again here on the Psyshock, and I'm assuming it's not Scarf Lele, right? It would be Specs and Scarf Cortana. This does sound entry, right? Yeah, okay, so I'll go Medi here. Mega Evolve and click. High Jump Kick. Okay, yeah, I figured it would not be Scarf Lele. So out comes Deontay, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I have Bullet Punch, which is interesting. What do I do here? I may lose this anyway, which is unfortunate. Maybe. I don't know. It'll depend on a few things. But here I think I just click. I think I sack off my Keldeo. And then bring in Zeraora. Alright, what's my maneuver here to win this? I gotta get rid of this Pokemon. So I'll go for Plasma Fist here. And then bring this back in, click Fake Out. I don't think it kills though. You know, it's not gonna kill. I'm just gonna High Jump Kick and get rid of that Pokemon, yeah. And my opponent goes ahead and forfeits the game. So I figured I had to go off the Choke right there and expect them to expect me to have a Bullet Punch, and that would end up working out for me, which is definitely very cool. And yeah, I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so I'm battling against some Veil now, aka I'm gonna lose to Porygon Z, I think, but I'll lead off here with Medi and see what happens. On Lando lead, that's fine, I can go ahead and I'm thinking just Ice Punch it down for Zeraora. Zeraora is a really big threat to him right here. I don't know, Torn is a good play. I'm assuming it'll just get up rocks though, so I'll go for Ice Punch. Feeny comes out, okay. I mean, Torn is fine here. As Alola Tails comes out, can I Oko this with my Z move? Ideally, I'm able to. And just completely prevent this Veil. Come on, Torn. Nah, it's not able to do the job. I can defog it here though, at least. As Porygon comes out, I need to hit this for my Scarf Keldeo, nice. And that puts me in a pretty nice spot. So now I gotta sack off a Pokemon. I think this is the sack, actually, so I'll go right here for U-turn. Actually, knock off. It's fine. You aren't recovering out of range of my Keldeo, man. I think Keldeo still knocks us out. So there's a Thunderbolt. What's my alternative? There is no alternative. I gotta hope Hydro Pump is able to do the job. Watch me miss. Okay, I don't... That really didn't kill. Wow. Okay, well, I can bring this out here and click Magma Storm. On a recover. I still think I can win, for sure. Yeah, so I'm able to get rid of Porygon. I think Zeraora plus Medicham can actually pressure his team enough. Okay, so I'll get up rocks now on the next Veil. And click Magma Storm here. On the Encore, okay. So they may click Hypnosis here. Hard Tapu Fini. Is this Calm Mind? I mean, I'll just stay in. Just scalds me, okay. I mean, I can go Zeraora here, and I can't get burnt due to the mist, so I'll go ahead and do that and just click Plasma Fists here on the defog. So it's going to be Z Celebrate Victini, and that might end up doing the job here, unfortunately. We'll see, though. Landers comes out. Maybe should have predicted that. I'll go for... I think I just have to HP Ice. I have to get HP Ice damage off for my Medi here, so... Yeah, Earthquake comes out. I have to bring this out here. Ice Punch it. On maybe a Feeny switch. I wish I had Bullet Punch. That would put me in a pretty nice spot here. Alolan Ninetales comes out. Okay. Do I have a chance here? Maybe, if my opponent decides to not use these turns properly. I gotta switch out though, and I gotta hope that my Tangrowth can somehow live 2 Moonblasts. It actually doubles out, okay. I'm very surprised about that offensive read. Okay, well, Earthquake's my switch. So that's actually not Z Celebrate, interesting. Okay, well I gotta flinch this down. If I flinch it down, then I can actually win, but my opponent's gonna make the smarter play and switch out. I guess it's probably Scarf then, is what I'm thinking. And we weren't able to go ahead and do that. So yeah, Veil matchup, not the best. I had to sack a lot of my team just to get rid of the Porygon, and unfortunately after that, the rest of his team was just too pressuring against mine. So I'll go ahead and get one final game, though. I don't want to end it off on a loss right there. I would love to go 5-3, so I'll be right back. Okay, so win or lose, this will be our last game right here, which ideally we win, so we can go 5-3. If we lose, then we go 4-4, which it is what it is if we go 4-4, but I would love to pick up the win. I live any hit from Scarftar, so I'll go ahead and Mega Evolve here and click High Jump Kick on what I'm thinking is going to be Lando, but even damage on Lando could be good, and if I Ice Punch into a Tyranitar, I'll be sad, so I'm not going to do that. Another alternative right here could be going Feeny just to cover both High Jump Kick and Ice Punch, but Feeny's not going to appreciate High Jump Kick at all, so my opponent's going to make a pretty offensive read right here, because Lando is actually pretty nice against my team. Let's see, though. I keep on getting the same spectators. Actually, it's different people. Okay. Let's see what happens here, though, because if it is offensive Lando, it's going to take like 40%, and that'll really help out my Zeraora if it is not Scarf, because it'll be in range of HP Ice. And it'll put it in range of my Torn, too, which could really help me out, so let's see what happens right here. I think High Jump Kick is the correct play, because unless he goes Lando, then I get a lot out of the turn, which could be nice. Unless I miss, of course. That's another possibility. My opponent's really thinking through this one, which I would be too, because Lando is a very important Pokemon. Do you risk it right here on an Ice Punch? Personally, I actually don't go Feeny, because Feeny's the Keldeo check, so I don't know, my opponent has a tough choice right here. What is this Tyranitar, though? It looks like it might be Mega Dragon Dance, which, I mean, I have a Keldeo, which can outspeed it after 1, so that's good. Yeah, you want to make a move, a new player, me too? I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. I guarantee he'll run the timer all the way down to like 5 seconds and then choose a move. Okay, he actually chooses. Okay, nice. Goes Landers. Let's see what happens right here. Okay, that's a defensive. Yeah, I see Helmet, so that's cool. I'm assuming he doesn't have anything to hit my Torn too well, so I'll go with Torn here on Feeny. Okay. I'll just click Knockoff. If this is Choice Specs Feeny and you knock me out with Ice Beam, then I can knock off the Choice Specs, but it's leftovers, okay? Nature's Madness. This gives me a U-turn, which I will be clicking because I don't want Cortana coming out. And I'll go Tang. 80% for Moonblast. Man, Tang, without an AV, you have no Spidaf. Okay, well, I gotta switch out again, as my opponent has Surf, so Can I outspeed here? Okay, I'm thankfully able to outspeed and get something, so I'll bring in Zeraora now and click. I'm thinking HP Ice. Yeah, just to knock out the Landers right there, and now my opponent may go Kyurem, but I could have close combat, so I don't know if that's something they would be interested in. Goes T-Tar. So I'll get in Keldeo here on, that's Banded Stone Edge, okay. I gotta keep my Keldeo healthy though, so I'll go for Secret Sword here, as I'm assuming Feeny might want to come back out, but he just stays in. Feeny comes back out now. I gotta keep Torn at the exact same amount of health that it's at, because if not, then I'll lose to some things. I'll go Zeraora here just because I know it can take 1 and it'll allow me to just click Volt Switch now. My opponent clearly does not like switching out. Okay, Tang, unfortunately you've done everything you can here. I think maybe Keldeo is a good play. I'll go Medi though on Greninja. Okay, so I'll click Fake Out here just to get a nice bit of chip off, and then I think I just sack off Zeraora perhaps. Yeah, because this allows me to get in my Keldeo now and just click Secret Sword. As my opponent is thankfully not able to knock me out, so it wasn't locked in, which is interesting. It was Life Orb Ash Greninja. So this comes out. I click Secret Sword here. Bring in Torn, which should be able to take 1/1 Leaf Blade, unless he gets that high crit ratio crit, so I knock out Kyurem. I miss my Hurricane. Oh wow, no, he just crit the Smart Strike. Okay. Yeah, so I lost to a crit right there. I would have needed to hit a Hurricane though, which is at 70% chance, so the odds were in my favor, and unfortunately the odds did not fall in my favor, unfortunately. So that's going to be that game right there. Sort of an unlucky ending. I see what I had to do right there, though. I think I played the end game, at least the last few turns, correctly. I sacked off my Keldeo, which was definitely the best play, because sacking off Medi would not have helped me. I clicked the Z move on the Kyurem. Maybe what I should have done was just double to Medi on the Kyurem to make sure that I didn't have to connect a Hurricane, but that would have been a pretty offensive read. If my opponent stayed in, I would have just lost, so I think I made the correct play, and had I hit my Hurricane, I obviously would have won, but it is what it is right there. We're going to end off at 4-4. Not the most consistent live. I just realized I didn't change the fan art for this live, but I actually didn't even get fan art, I don't think. But yeah, I'll be right back on Wednesday for the next video. I did hope you guys enjoyed this one, and once again, the team will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Later.